Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of the mental health awareness Q&A video. So I'm going to just get right into the questions. If you haven't seen part 1, please go and check it out. I feel like it is very informative and very helpful. So next question that we have is, what is the cure to illnesses that doctors say are incurable? Okay, so now just like we have to accept that certain physical illnesses are incurable, we have to accept that certain mental illnesses are incurable as well. So now is the time to treat yourself with even more love and kindness, and don't feel guilty. I don't understand why we start feeling guilty. I mean, when you've got a physical illness, you don't start feeling guilty about it. You know it isn't your fault. So don't be so hard on yourself. It isn't your fault, but it is your problem. So find things which make you happy and focus on the good and positive about yourself and in life. Another question: how do you make sure you don't mess things up during a manic impulsive episode? I feel you should have an accountability partner, okay? Because during those episodes, many people go wasting their money, they go drinking, they go smoking, they just go all over the place. So having an accountability partner is brilliant, because then you can call this person as soon as you feel those thoughts coming through your head. Make sure this is someone that you can depend upon, someone who can understand your feelings and will treat you with care, but will still be stern with you. Another thing is to write down a list of pros and cons of what you're thinking of doing at that moment in time, and try to be as objective as possible. Sometimes that isn't possible because you're having a big episode, so that's not always something that you can do, but if you do get the opportunity, go for it. And then lastly, write a diary identifying your go-to and weaknesses in times of impulsivity. So whenever you're feeling like that, write down, okay, I feel this time I want to go do this, that and the other, and then you can discuss this with your therapist and work out a plan, because that's the best thing that you can do. Work with your therapist a plan on how you're going to work through it. Third question: how do you support a person with BPD? That is borderline personality disorder. So I'd refer you to the question or the answer about depression. That's in the first video. But the symptoms are different, and not many people know about BPD. So research as much as you can in order to support a friend. Some patients actually have psychosis as part of their BPD, so they hear voices, they often have conversations with themselves. This has happened to me before. I have BPD. They are not cuckoo. Do not treat them like they are cuckoo. Please, I beg of you. But what's sad is that often it affects your relationships really badly, BPD. So I'll go into this by answering what BPD feels like. That's another question. So you often overgeneralize. You see things as absolute, as if you are treated. So if you're treated in a certain way once, you feel like, okay, this is how I'm going to be treated all the time. That's how people feel about me all the time. You have this all or nothing type of thinking. You make assumptions and about how people feel about you, about life, and it's often quite negative. You ignore the positives and you focus on the negatives. You often jump to conclusions, and this is dangerous in friendships, as you might assume all the wrong things. You personalize many things, even if it has nothing to do with you. You feel like it is your fault. What the people are saying is referring to you in some way. So a friend needs to understand these things, and you guys need to both set boundaries so that you don't allow your illness to actually overtake your friendship. I'm going to end with one last question, which is, do you feel like you have a real personality separate from your disorder? I believe I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Therefore, although my disorder can be debilitating at times, I still have the power to live a normal life, which I have been doing for the last 19, tomorrow, 20 years. My disorder is a part of me. It is. And it also shapes certain parts of who I am. And I really can't imagine myself being as strong as I am right now if I did not have my physical and mental illnesses. So yeah, I will be sure to come with a third video very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share it and like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about it.